This is Roosevelt Gist with Auto Network, and we're here in Asheville, North Carolina with Saab Cars USA. And my guest today is Debra Kelly-Ennis, the president and COO of Saab Cars USA. Welcome, and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Roosevelt. It's very nice to be here with you at the Grove Park Inn and celebrate the launch of our new Saab 9.3 convertible.
Tell me a little bit about the transition from running Olds to now running Saab. How's that been for you?
Well, it's been very exciting. We're having a great year with Saab Cars USA. We're, in fact, having the best year in the company's history. Our sales are up 19% in new car sales. We're also seeing strong momentum in all areas of the business. Our CPO used sales are up 138%, and our parts and accessory business is up 12%. So again, strong momentum in all areas of the business. So great effort from all of our dealers and all of the people on the Saab team.
Both companies obviously owned by GM. What's been the difference that you've seen now in how GM treats you on the Saab side versus running Olds?
Well, what we're seeing with Saab Cars USA is that we have very strong support from the parent company. We've gotten a lot of support for products, and in fact, Saab Cars USA is experiencing the most prolific period of its new product development. We launched the 9.3 sedan last year. Now we're in the process of launching our new convertible this fall. Following that launch, we'll be coming with our new 9.2, and that will be middle of next year. And then following that, we'll have a sport utility called the 9.7X. And it doesn't stop there. We're also working on other new products that can help us grow our business.
What are some of your goals for Saab?
Well, I really want to build a great franchise for Saab with the collaboration of our partners in Sweden and Europe and General Motors of North America, and we've got strong support from all of them. As far as our near-term goals for this year, one of the most important goals that we have is to break through the 40,000 unit barrier. This is an objective that has not been achieved in over 15 years, and we don't want to just break that barrier. We want to break well through it.
Now, are you willing to sacrifice, I guess, profit for growth in the market share?
Profit is very important to our company, and continuing to show both unit growth, revenue growth, and improvement in profit is very important to us. And if you look at a lot of the actions that we're taking in things like the used cars, that's one of the things that's helped us with our parts and accessories business. Used cars also helps us with our residuals. It helps us to hold the value of the car, and that helps us in terms of our incentive costs. So, and I guess on the subject of incentives, if you look at what's happening in the industry right now on a retail basis, the total industry is up in terms of the sales about 4%, whereas incentive costs are running up about 42%. If you look at what's happening with Saab, our sales are up 19%, while our year-over-year incentive costs on a retail basis have actually declined. So we're taking a lot of steps to try to, again, work the momentum in all areas of the business, new, used, parts, and growing the profit.
And how important do you see your dealer body in reaching those goals?
The dealer body is the number one thing to me in reaching the goals, and the relationship that we have with the dealers is of paramount importance. And I can tell you that we have a renewed and recommitted and re-energized dealer body, and I have never seen anything like it. Whether the dealers are small, medium, or large, everybody is in the game. Everybody is working very, very hard to make a great franchise.
And I guess the new 9.3 convertible will help that?
Oh, the dealers can't wait for that car to get here. They just keep asking how soon will it get here. And I'll tell you, our dealers are also very excited about the new 9.2. And the reason for that is because the new 9.2 gives us something that we haven't had before, which is all-wheel drive. We'll be, again, like we did with the 9.3, bringing in a new buyer. And in addition, we'll have the hatchback again, which is something that's a hallmark of Saab. So we're very excited about that vehicle as well.
What took Saab so long, I guess, to get into the certified pre-owned market?
Well, I think Saab was in that market, and if you looked at where our sales were in that market a year ago, What we see, if you look at the metric of used to new, is that we were running about 9% used to new. And I think it had been a priority, but together with our dealers, we've raised that priority. And we asked our dealer body to really shoot for used to new at least 20%. And they've done it. And they have broken records every single month on the certified pre-owned to help meet that goal.
Now, what excites you about the 9.3 convertible?
Well, I think there are a number of dimensions about the 9.3 convertible that I think are tremendously exciting. First of all is the look of the vehicle. This vehicle has a very aggressive, stylish stance. The color that we're showcasing, and I know you're smiling, the color is had quite an inspiration, which was actually from a drink called the Comparini. But it's a beautiful color, and we've taken quite a bit of teasing about it, but we're thrilled with the vehicle. We're thrilled with the overall design. We're thrilled. In fact, we know that in our 9.3 that the number one reason for purchase was exterior styling, and this vehicle from the cowl forward has that 9.3 styling, and then from the cowl to the rear it has a complete roadster-like appearance. I guess a couple of other things that are very positive about the vehicle are the safety. It has a whole system of safety called Dynacage. So it's not just a vehicle that looks great, it's a vehicle that you're very, very safe in. In addition to that, it's got great driving dynamics, the kind of driving dynamics that you've come to know in the 9.3. The vehicle is very stiff. It has 3 times the torsional rigidity of the current car. And then there's those surprising extras, okay? And an example of that is a top that goes up, fully opened, or from up to fully closed in as little as 20 seconds, and that's the fastest top on the market. And then finally, I would point out another nice feature, which is a thing called a cargo set. And the set, S-E-T, is what we call cargo set. And what happens with this trunk is it's a self-expanding trunk, and you can put 2 full sets of golf clubs in the trunk. So again, too many great features to go on with, but those are just a few of the highlights.
And who do you see being, I guess, the market, the demographics for the 9.3 convertible?
Well, I thought you looked pretty good driving in that.
Oh, I think so too. Thank you.
But I think that Saab is attracting a much wider audience than it used to, and so I would see, young men and women, independent-minded people, people with a lot of emotional intelligence that want to make a great choice in a vehicle, want to make a smart choice. And this is what we've seen with our new 9.3 sports sedan, is that we're attracting more loyalists than before, but we're also attracting 80% conquest from other competitive luxury makes, as well as aspirers. And what we believe when people come in and they try this new convertible is that this convertible will set the standard for all convertibles in the marketplace.
Now, obviously, I guess for you to reach your 40,000 in sales, and right now SUVs and crossovers are the hottest thing in the marketplace, you think you can reach that without an SUV or a crossover?
We can reach that goal without an SUV or a crossover, but to continue to grow at double-digit levels, which is what we would like to do, we will need to have an SUV, and then we are in the process of exploring other segments. Nothing is approved at this point beyond the SUV, but we're very actively looking at other options for things like crossovers.
And when do you think we'll see a crossover in Saab's lineup?
Well, we'll work actively on it, but I'm not prepared to disclose that date today.
Okay, Deborah, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
Same here. This is Roosevelt Gist with Auto Network, and we're here in Asheville, North Carolina with Saab Cars. And as always, please buckle up, don't drink and drive, and I'll see you next time.